When we travel, we collect moments, tiny stories, quick impressions, unexpected colors. But moments fade fast. A scrapbook-style travel journal captures those experiences while they're still alive and transforms every trip into something richer, more meaningful, and wonderfully personal.
Hi, my name is Cara Compton, and today I will teach you the benefits of travel scrapbooking. I'm going to teach you how to do your own travel journaling kit.
Keeping a travel journal isn't about writing a diary. It's about noticing, slowing down, and paying attention to the details that make each place unique. A scrapbook-style journal blends art and writing, so even simple moments become creative opportunities. When you doodle the shape of a doorway, glue in a bus ticket, jot down the way the air smelled after a rainstorm, you stay present. You connect more deeply to where you are. And unlike digital photos that get buried in your phone, a physical travel journal becomes a tangible storybook of adventures, one you can flip through years later and instantly relive your story. It also reduces travel burnout. Taking 5 minutes to paint a color swatch or tape in a pastry wrapper gives your brain a break. It turns downtime into a creative ritual. To make journaling easy and enjoyable, you only need a few lightweight tools. Let's build the perfect travel journaling kit.
A great place to shop for your kit is any local art supply store. My favorite go-to is Blick. I really like using these scissors. They're basically kindergarten scissors, like kids can use them. They're blunt and they're easy to travel with. They're very compact, and TSA usually lets you bring these in. They might stop you, but like they're gonna see this and be like, oh, that's nothing, and they'll let you pass. You can use these to cut up pamphlets or booklets or really anything you find interesting when you're traveling.
Don't overthink the process. During the day while you are traveling, keep an eye out for paper travel brochures, flyers, labels from food wrappers or containers, business cards from restaurants you ate at, local newspapers, anything you can use to travel with later. Save them for when you're journaling later that day. I like to use glue sticks when I travel. It's hard to find glue sticks when you're traveling, so I like to use the bigger size so I don't run out. There are lots of choices for travel journals. Moleskin journals are great, but my favorite is the 7x5 leather covered journal from Moonstar. It's available on Amazon and typically costs between $20 to $25. It wraps up on itself in tough, durable leather and protects your precious pages. I recommend blank pages versus lined because the blank pages work well with sketching and watercoloring and scrapbooking. So you don't need lines because you can always just write in the spaces in between.
You can also find these little mini watercolors that I prefer because they're really little and they have a lot of colors, and they already come with these like pens and things.
Choosing the right pens to include in your kit is also important. My favorite pens are made by Micron and are available at any art supply stores. They use archivable quality ink, so whatever you write down and draw will stand the test of time. They also use a variety of thicknesses and colors. The finest tip is 0.005 thickness is my favorite and works well in your kit if paired with a couple other thicknesses and colors of your choice. Pro tip: I also recently started carrying one of these tiny 1.25 ounce bottles of Elmer's glue in my kit. It's TSA approved, and I use it to glue sand into my journal from the different beaches that I've visited. It works much better than the glue sticks for this purpose. The best zipper pouch that I've found that brings it all together in a compact kit is the medium-sized pouch by Pack All. It perfectly fits your journal, paint set, glue, pens, scissors, and has a little extra room for things you find along the way. It fits perfectly in the bottom of a backpack and has a handy clip for extra security. The pouch is also weather resistant to protect your journal if you are caught in inclement weather, saving your pages in watercolor art from getting ruined from rain. It comes in several colors and costs about $10 to $15 on Amazon. Being diligent to journal daily is really the hardest part. It really is easy to put it off. But if you do, before you know it, days go by and you get behind. It begins to feel more like overdue homework than the fun activity it really is meant to be. So really just try to stay on top of it. Sometimes when I'm short on time, I'll work on the scrapbooking part first, and then I'll fill in the writing part later, as it is easier to do that. So take my advice and push yourself to get your days journaled, or you'll be left with unfinished pages. If you're wondering what to write, here is my advice. Think about what happened that day. Where did you go? What did you see? Who were you with? What were some of the funny things that happened or that were said? The more personal, the better. Write a single sentence about something that made you smile. You could also start with a quick sketch or cut out the most interesting parts of brochures you found and glue them in with a receipt or a ticket. You can also make tiny maps of where you walked, doodle food you ate or patterns you noticed. The goal isn't perfection, it's capturing the feelings of being there. These are real examples of travel journals. Notice how different they are. Some simple, some elaborate, some almost like scrapbooks, others more like illustrated diaries. There is no right way to create yours. What matters is that it reflects your experience, your colors, your textures, your thoughts. A scrapbook-style travel journal doesn't just record your trip, it transforms it. It slows you down, it makes you notice, and it turns your adventures into something you'll treasure for long after you've come home. So go ahead and start your journey one page at a time.